Listen, I know it's not the middle of the year, we're way past that now, but hey, if there's any other video I can talk about all the other stuff that I've been doing, all the stuff I've been playing, talk about games in general, this would be it. So this is the mid-year freakout tag. This was popularized by the book crowd of YouTube, but I wanted to do something like that for games, and I don't think that people do that in the gaming space. And I just wanted to have a nice little conversation about the stuff I've been playing, and maybe you can tell me about the stuff you've been playing too. Yeah, let's try and freak out together about the games that people play. Anyway, number 1. Best game you've played in the year so far. I have 3. I hope you don't mind. 13 Sentinels. Amazing story-driven game. Amazing art. I mean, I don't know. I'll probably put some clips over on the screen. The art is gorgeous, and there are 13 teenagers wrapped up in this whole story about monsters invading the Earth. I know. It's freaky and it sounds dumb. Because how could teenagers... No. It will all make sense. The narrative and the way they put this world and the way they put this story together is amazing. I can't believe that a thing like this exists in games. It can be slow, and if you're not into narratives and you're not into storytelling, it may not be for you. Just a fair warning. We don't really have the same tastes, not all of us. But if you're into that stuff, if you're into story-driven heavy games, 13 Sentinels, man. It's really good. Number 2, Tetris Effect. I know it's been a while since this game came out, but I've only recently played it. I played it on Game Pass, it was up there, and yeah, I've always known it was good, but I never really got it on certain platforms. But Game Pass, I got it, I played it. Oh my god, is this game good. Now, it's a very different type of Tetris. I know there are Tetris players out there who are into the focus and the competitive stuff. Yeah, this wasn't that. It was a very single player heavy experience, although there is multiplayer. But the main game, the base game, is about telling this very abstract atmospheric story about how everything is connected and taking you through these landscapes with different backdrops and different songs, and oh my god, dude, I literally teared up when I was playing this. Nope, not gonna lie, it sounds dumb, looking back at it. Man, yeah, I did really shed a tear. Freaking somebody called me out on my stream on it, and it's very embarrassing, but hey, it's not every day that a very abstract concept hits you in the feels that much. I mean, there's something there, and I will gladly talk about that game in the future. We'll look forward to that. Oh my god. The third one on this category is Legends of Runeterra. I know. Maybe I'm just putting it in this list because I got really super good at it, and I got to the top. But I'm not really gonna lie, I really did enjoy this game. From the mechanics off the jump, it may look a little overwhelming, but it's not really. They try and ease you in. But the thing I really liked about this game was the economy system of the whole card games. Card games, you're collecting all these cards, but it doesn't really take you that long to get all the cards. All it needs is just, a starter deck that you can compete with, and they'll give you all the cards you want. You're not really forced into the situation where you have to pay a lot of money to get the cards. They're just basically giving the cards away for free. And what's great about it is the more you don't think about the card game economy, the more you keep playing and stay longer, and eventually you'll just funnel all your money into cosmetics. Number 2 on this tag, best sequel you've played so far. I don't know how this tag works in the game context, because for books you read books in order, but for games, some of these sequels don't even have direct correlation except the name, but I'll try my best. So best sequel I've played so far, Persona 5. I have played Persona 4 and 3 before, so it is a sequel for me. It's probably one of the most stylish RPGs I've played ever. Oh my god, dude, the menus, how stylish it is. I'm so happy it's coming to Switch because, in all honesty, I kinda broke the PS4, so I probably have to get it repaired, and I'm still in the middle of it, so I don't know how it ends, but it's probably one of the most stylish games I've played ever. So number 3 on this tag is best new releases I haven't played, but I want to. Arceus. It's a deviation from the formula of the standard Pokemon. What else is there not to love? I'm really curious about this game, but I just didn't have the funds. I hope one of these days I can go grab a copy and play it. Another one would be Triangle Strategy. God, it looks so good. I played the demo on the eShop. There's like a 2-hour demo on the eShop, and man, it's so interesting. It feels a bit draggy at the start, you know, lots of conversations, but as somebody who's played all the Final Fantasy games, I know it will pick up at just the right time, maybe after the demo part. Number 4, this tag, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I think that goes to Bayonetta for me. I never finished the other 2 games, but I'm willing to change that within this year. It looks so smooth running on the Switch like that, and it's so stylish, as it always is. Bayonetta always is so stylish with all the cool monster designs, and it turns into a freaking demon or something. Man, this is Platinum's A-team, so they never disappoint. So I hope to get to play this game this year. Another one would be Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and I'm almost afraid to say that out loud because I'm always hesitating when it comes to new Pokemon games, but that direct or presentation that they showed a lot of promise. I don't like the crystal gimmick, but I'll keep an open mind. Biggest disappointment this year, I guess, if we're talking about biggest disappointment, the future you've been dreaming of. It really sold me on this like life sim idea, and yeah, it kinda really sucked. I made a whole video about it, talking about why I didn't really like it too much. You should check that out, but you know, in a little bit of a summary, it just wasn't what it sold itself as. You know, there was so much lacking. I didn't like it. Another one on this disappointment list would probably be Famicom Detective Club The Missing Heir. It's not totally bad. It is what it is, actually. It's a remake of an old game, and that's about it. It's a visual remake. The mechanics, I don't think they were updated. It still has that old school, like, point and click, you have to follow things in order kind of thing, which just ruined the experience, or at least slowed it down. The story is quite engaging, at the very least. They do a trick with the final reveal, you know, like when it all comes together, the final reveal, because it is a detective game. They do some sort of trick with the reveal where you can just say, man, that's unfair. How could we have guessed that it would go like that? It's impossible. You changed something. Actually, it was something else the whole time. It was like a Disney villain reveal. It was that purposely unexpected, and also felt really cheap. The player could have never guessed, is what I'm saying. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that correctly, but that was pretty unfair. But it wasn't even that made it disappointing for me. I think it was just the whole clunkiness of it. Honestly, it wasn't a bad game. I just overhyped it in my own head, and it's my fault. The next one on the tag is the biggest surprise. Well, for me, it's Atelier Ryza. Another one of these games that came out like some time before, but I just didn't get to play them. But this time I did, and I was quite surprised at how I loved it. On the surface, it probably looks like a very simple JRPG, and that's because it is. It is a very simple style JRPG, but with alchemy mechanics. But that's not what drew me to Atelier Ryza at all. Ryza's charm is the whole game, and I'm not talking about the whole gameplay, it's just the whole game. Thematically, it is very sound. The themes match with the mechanics and the music and the gameplay and the story, and it wraps up like a very nice blanket. It gives me a big old smile when I think about it. Gives me the warm fuzzies. I really like Ryza, and I didn't think I would. You know, I thought it would be a middling JRPG, but it's just too charming. And if you played it, you would get it. The next one is going to be favorite new developer. Developers don't come in like like authors do, like they just pop in and just become a bestseller like that. No, it's more likely that the developer would be part of a team, and they don't really get highlighted that much unless you're Mr. Ibuki. But on a rare occasion where a solo dev comes into prominence, or you know, some sort of Kojima level guy comes up, this is the highlight for them. So a few new developers that I want to highlight is Bradley from The Looker. I really had a great time with that funny, free to play by the way, game, and I made a video about it, so you should check it out. It has spoilers though, so check the game out first before watching the video. I don't know. Next would be Adam Robinson Yu, the creator of A Short Hike, which one of my best games, the coziest feeling games I've played ever. And it's funny how just that little concept of a short hike can be quite a powerful experience. I don't know. So, new fictional crush. Why? I ain't got no crush, man. I'm too old for that. I ain't high school no more. Well, I mean, waifu-wise, freaking Ryza, I guess, or Natsuno from 13 Sentinels, but they're basically the same characters. Newest favorite character, Ryuji Sakamoto from Persona 5. Freaking, he's a dumbass, but a lovable dumbass. Talks so much and is very happy-go-lucky. Next one, games that made you cry. I'm not sure. I mean, it's not hard for me to tear up. Sometimes not even because it's sad or happy. Sometimes it's just about hype, you know? Stuff that made me cry though this year, probably just Tetris Effect, you know? Something about it is quite moving. Next is games that made you happy. I think I have a lot, and they're all happy, quote unquote, for different reasons. I mean, let's see. Let's start with Hat in Time. I didn't really finish it, but it made me smile because it reminded me a lot of my old favorite 3D platformers. The creativity of each level, you know, the fun, vibrant colors, and man, and the smoothness of the platforming. It made me really happy. The next one is most beautiful game I've bought so far this year. I think I'm gonna have to give it to 13 Sentinels. I mean, just look at this freaking game, man. It genuinely looks like a painting that started moving in game form. I know a lot of other games more prettier than this came out this year, but in general, I don't buy a lot of games, and at the same time, I don't buy on launch. So, yeah. And in this final category, what games do you need to play by the end of the year? I guess I have 3, but going over it quickly, it's just Bayonetta 1 and 2, because I really want to get to 3 this year, so I want to finish Bayonetta 1 and 2 this year. And then Harvestella. It looks so good. And it's a freaking farming sim that I'm actually looking forward to. It looks intense, and it looks like it has stakes, so that's one game that I'm looking forward to. And that's it. That's my rendition of the mid-year freakout tag, courtesy of the book people of YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to tell me all about your answers to the questions on the comments below, you can do so. Just type it out, I guess. Are you excited about a game? Are you disappointed about a game? What what are you playing? I don't know. If you want to talk to me, just leave it out. I always respond. That's it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching.